Hello, 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 and welcome to Position to Win. Positioned to Win is a brand for women who are on a journey to put themselves in position to win in pageantry and in life. On the Position to Win podcast, current and former local, state, national, and international title holders from various systems give you insight into their journeys, tips and tricks, and of course, authentic, unfiltered conversations. Here you will find the motivation you need to take up space, shatter glass ceilings, serve with intention, and fiercely chase crowds. This is not just for pageant girls. This is where we find what we need to put ourselves in position to win in pageantry and in life. I'm your host, Jada Samuel. Okay, so I'm sure that people are like, what is position to win? Well, clearly it's a vodcast if you are watching on YouTube, and it's a podcast if you are listening on any of your podcast platforms. It's also a blog and a community. I'll get into the details after I share my pageant origin story. Like many young women, my story starts with exposure. I think exposure is the key in recruiting so many young women into the world of pageantry. I went to watch my older cousin Stacy Smith, now Gardine, compete at Miss South Carolina USA, and she was a semi-finalist during the year that Megan Pinckney, now Megan Pinckney Rutherford, won. So I enjoyed watching every minute of that competition and getting to see women who looked like me on stage killing it, like absolutely shining. So I decided to compete in my high school pageant with a thrifted dress, and I think that year I got first runner-up or second runner-up. I honestly don't remember. And before trying again the next year in a borrowed gown and winning my class title, I had the bug. I caught pageant fever. A few people came up to me after winning the title that junior year, my junior year of high school, and encouraged me to compete in something bigger. And they started telling me that this was what I needed to do. This was my element. And they started something that has now been a part of my life for 10 years, this year exactly. So I've held titles in the Miss South Carolina USA Teen and Miss divisions. I've represented my state at Miss Black US Ambassador. I've held several titles within the South Carolina MAO, Miss America organization system. I've been blessed to receive awards at preliminary competitions, at the state competitions, and I've been awarded over $20,000 in scholarships through the Miss South Carolina America Scholarship Program. And pageants are something that I enjoy. I would not continue competing if they weren't something that I enjoy. Not only because of the benefits and opportunities that I've received, but also because I've been able to make a difference in the lives of girls and women through my platform. For me, Position to Win is a continuation of that. So on the blog and in the Position to Win community, my goal is to provide girls and women with the tools and resources that they need to thrive in pageantry. We all know that there have been many people question the relevance of pageants over the last decade. But I, for one, know that these platforms are elevating the voices of women who are doing the work and making a difference in their communities, in their states, in their countries, and globally. And they are teaching girls and women transferable skills that will be applicable in countless other areas of their lives. So I am 1000% going to tell people that pageants are relevant, and that is why you need to tune in to the Position to Win podcast, and you need to read the Position to Win blog, because we are talking all of those things, all of those transferable skills. We are talking all things about empowering women to go out and make a difference here in the Position to Win community. And with major pageants like Miss America celebrating over 100 years and Miss USA celebrating over 75 years, we know that these competitions simply change lives. They do. In the pageant space, it's sometimes hard to wrap our minds around the fact that these competitions existed decades before the end of segregation. So if you are ever listening to my podcast or watching the vodcast and wondering why, more often than not, there are Black women and women of color being the centered voices on this podcast, it's because I want to share on the Position to Win podcast the experiences in pageantry and in life of these women, because oftentimes these are the voices that aren't elevated. So, of course, my guests will be women of all backgrounds from all systems, representing every level of competitor from the local title holders to the international title holders. And I know that if you are here listening, you are excited to tune in to all of these different women here on the platform and read and learn and experience pure joy in the world of pageantry here on the Position to Win podcast and in the Position to Win community. Ultimately, I am creating a space where all women feel worthy and confident that their wins come from within. So thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like Position to Win on Facebook.com/Positioned to Win. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Position to Win, and subscribe to the YouTube channel at Positioned to Win. Of course, you can listen to us on all of your favorite podcast platforms and here on YouTube. Thank you again for listening. Now, go win in pageantry and in life.